Yo, what's going on guys, it's Threat here. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I've made over 1,000,000 chips playing 3-card poker in the new Daiwa Casino in the latest GTA 5 online update, and how you can do the same. I'm going to go over the basic strategies to make the most out of your chips, which is 10%. Alright, 10% is that key number that you're going to have to keep in mind whilst playing 3-card poker. Your ante is going to be 10% of your total, and your pair plus is going to be 10% of your ante. This is what I've done to be on the table for long periods of time without going all in or any stupid mistakes. Stick to the 10% rule. So if you have 50k chips, so you just cash out 50k by the cashier, go onto a table, put down a 5k ante and a 500 pair plus. That's 10% of your total for the ante and 10% of the ante for your pair plus. This is what I've done, and you know, it's worked out pretty well so far. So only go into a high stakes table once you've accumulated a minimum of 100,000 chips that you can play, because the minimum pair plus is 1k in the high stakes tables, and obviously if you times that by 10, that's 10 grand, times that by 10, that's 100 grand. So minimum stakes for the high stakes is 100 grand. Stay on the low tables until you get 100 grand, stick into the 10% rule. Now, with your actual hands itself that you are dealt, always fold if you have less than a Queen 6-4. A Queen 6-4 is the lowest hand you should consider playing in 3-card poker. That is just basic strategy of the game, because the dealer can't play if it doesn't have at least a queen high, a queen in its hand. So even if the dealer gets less than a queen, it doesn't play, but you know, like, it's not much to risk. Like, just always fold if you have less than a Queen 6-4 and play if you have at least a queen. Obviously you get lucky, sometimes, you know, you get pairs, flushes, straights, three of a kinds and a straight flush, which you're going to see majority in these highlights, like almost straight flushes, and I've had more straight flushes than three of a kinds. I just find three of a kinds harder to get. But with these basic pointers, you should be able to get a mil pretty easily in 3-card poker. But bear in mind, this is gambling, and the dealer can sometimes beat you even if you think you have a good hand. You can come out with a flush, but the dealer can have a straight. And it's happened quite a lot to me so far. Like in the few clips ago, even the dealer got a straight flush. I mean, that's the first time that's happened where the dealer got a straight flush. But it does happen. As soon as I got 1,000,000 chips in the top right, I went straight down to 200k. Doing the exact same things that I've been doing the whole time. 10% ante to 10% pair plus, and only playing if I have more than a Queen 6-4. But sometimes the dealer does just get lucky with you. That's the game, you know, that's gambling. But following these tips that I've showed you, these should give you the best odds possible to win in 3-card poker. If you would like for me to go over blackjack as well, I know all the basic strategy for blackjack. I know what gives you the best odds of winning in your hand, and same with 3-card poker. Just only play if you have at least a Queen 6-4. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just so easy. Like, so many people play when they don't even have a picture card, Jack, King, or Queen, and they just play like a 5-7-9. It's just, like, not even a flush, no pair, no straight. Just like, why are you playing that? Fold. You know, people just do stupid stuff. Queen 6-4 is your minimum hand to play. Fold if you have less, and stick to the 10% rule. Alright, 100k minimum to go into the high stakes. You know, I've played low stakes until I have a quarter of a mil before I go onto the high stake tables. And if you just stick to the 10%, 1,000,000 should be quite easily. You should get it in a day. And obviously you can cash out because the trade-off in the casino is 1-to-1. $1, 1 chip. But I like to keep all my chips in the casino. I don't really need to cash them out. Like, I have plenty of money with all the MC businesses and the nightclub to make them money, so I don't need to trade it in. I just like keeping the casino currency to itself and not cash it out. That's just my preference. I like having a lot of chips in the casino. Slot machines, I wouldn't waste your time with the slot machines. Every time I go over there, I just lose. Same with the horse racing, even though you can get lucky with like a 30-to-1 bet on a horse and get like a 400k return from a 10k bet. But that's just that. This 3-card poker that I've made my most success on. I've realised that I've really rambled on just to try and have at least a commentator over for the majority of the highlights. But if you just like I'm pretty sure I've got it into your mind right now, okay? I'm just emphasizing it so much and repeating myself because I've seen so many people in the casino not do something so basic to sort of prolong your time in the casino and not waste all your chips at once if you just stick to that 10% rule. Obviously, there are times where you do get lucky and you go like all in, like a 25k bet when you cash out 50k, because obviously you have to play half to play the hand for your go, so you ante half. So just bear that in mind. Like when you are putting in like a 5k bet and you have 10k, you are actually betting 10k. You are going all in because you have to double your ante to play your hand. Which is just obviously this is all basics of 3-card poker. But like this should give you the most success. Taking the 10%, you're not wasting all your chips at once. You're still going to have a huge payout if you do win. Like if you do get a straight at least, getting your pair plus an extra 1-to-1. But obviously a lot of people say not to do a pair plus. Like in real life gambling, you shouldn't really be doing side bets. Like you are end up going to be using more chips than you're spending. But you know it is GTA. You can always cash in an extra 50k. It's not a big deal. So play the pair plus, 10% of your ante, 10% of your total. And this should accumulate, you should realise that this does accumulate chips very quickly using this method. So anyway guys, this has been Threat. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Comment your thoughts down below if you've managed to accumulate a lot of chips using this 10% method and a Queen 6-4 minimum hand play. And you should see success. Let me know if you do in the comments if this did help you in 3-card poker and make a lot of money. And subscribe if you've not done so already.